Welcome back to the second half of NewsBreak Live. Joining me tonight is Torrance City Librarian Hillary Theyer. It's always so great to see you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
The library has so many great resources, and there's a new edition that I can't wait to talk about called lynda.com. Tell me all about it, Hillary.
Well, lynda.com is an online training portal that is self-paced, so somebody can go online whenever they have time in their day or time in their week. It offers everything technology from beginning Microsoft Word or Excel through advanced programming languages and certificates. There's also a wide variety of other job skills such as customer service, leadership, and it's entirely free with your Torrance Library card.
There are over 3,000 videos that people have access to, right?
Yes, each course is generally taught on video, but there's also accompanying exercises, sheets you can download, and you can take notes within the course for yourself to review later. It is a really robust technology training portal.
And the great thing about the program is that if you have a Torrance Library card, which is completely free, you can access it, and you only have to be a California resident. So for viewers that are outside the Torrance area, they can also take advantage of it.
That's correct. We issue library cards to all California residents. So if you work in Torrance, play in Torrance, go to school, or just want to take advantage, please just stop by and get a library card.
How did the city come across this program, and what was the goal when the library got it?
Well, in the library for the past 4 years or so, we've known that the community wanted technology training. We had many people come in where they had their first iPad, or they needed to type a resume and the last resume they typed was on a typewriter, and they needed assistance. We tried a few things in the library with volunteers or classes, just couldn't make it work. And this was a training portal that was in use by larger libraries. So thanks to a generous donation from the Friends of the Torrance Library, we were able to bring it to Torrance and hopefully meet a lot of those technology training needs we had been seeing in the library.
How can people access the program?
Go right to our library homepage on the City of Torrance website and either search online databases or just for lynda.com, or give our reference desk a call and we'd be happy to walk you through it.
And you can be at home and actually access it from the comfort of your home. I think that's amazing.
Yes, any internet computer. You can also, if you don't have a robust live internet connection, you can download the entire course to your computer, and that way you don't even have to be streaming or online. You can take your laptop anywhere you need to go.
And speaking of the library, tell me the importance of it. I know online people get a lot of factual information nowadays, and maybe the stereotype is we don't have to really go to the library to get our information.
That's something I hear a lot. I hear, isn't everything on the internet? Why do we need libraries? And I always say, well, not everything's on the internet. Not everything on the internet is true, and not everyone has access to the internet. So we are still providing all three of those needs, not only providing factual information, but also helping people sift and sort through what they need. And we provide free internet access at all 6 of our libraries, both through our computers and through the wireless. So for many families in Torrance, we are their internet connection as well.
What are some other resources that the Torrance libraries offer? There are 16 locations.
6 locations.
6, excuse me.
I'd love 16. Let's talk about that. We have 6 locations spread out through the city, and our branches are open 5 days a week. Our main library is open 6 or 7 days a week. We're open Sundays for 32 Sundays a year. We have over 600,000 items that can be checked out, and we check out 1.4 million items a year. So anybody who says, do we need libraries anymore? The first thing I say is, have you been in one of ours? Because we are packed. We offer programs for young children starting at 6 months, baby time, to get them used to letters and words and reading those excellent stories. We offer after-school programs, homework help, 8 thriving adult book groups. We proctor exams, and we still answer reference and research questions. We have professional librarians standing by to help you, just as we always have.
What are some trends that you're seeing in the library now? What are people coming to the library for? Or what are some resources that people may not know about that they can have access to by coming to those 6 branches?
Well, one of the trends we're seeing is we're delivering more and more electronically. So you can have our resources 24/7 from your laptop, your tablet, or even your cell phone. For example, I was traveling and my schedule was uncertain, and I could still read books and download audio through our ebooks and downloadable audio program. I didn't even have to worry about due dates because they return themselves, which for the amount of overdue fines I pay, that's really, really useful. They just return themselves when they're due. We also are seeing that people still want that community space. They still want the space to come together and be part of a group and talk to others. So I mentioned our adult book groups, which are just thriving. We also offer speakers, concerts, and lots of other ways to just bring people together. I think one of the fascinating and powerful things about our libraries is that you never outgrow us. We are here from the day you're born, and we never stop. And whatever age and stage of life anyone is in, we're here to serve them. And we also serve the entire community. There's nobody exempt from our services. All are welcome, and we honor the power of just coming in and asking. I always tell people there's no such thing as a dumb question. If you need to know, the only dumb thing to do is not to ask, and that's what we're here for.
And people can always come to you and ask questions because you're always there, and there's many other people that will have those answers to those references that you were just talking about as well.
Absolutely. If we don't know, we never stop at I don't know. We say, let me find out for you. And we can connect to a vast array of resources across the country to find out something for someone. For example, through interlibrary loan, we can get a dissertation from a university across the country for a library patron. If that's what they need, we will get it.
Wow, that's amazing. And speaking of resources, I want to circle back to lynda.com. What are some courses, special fields, skills? I know you mentioned Microsoft and Excel that people can really have the opportunity to learn on their own time. I want viewers to know what a great resource this is.
Well, I'll give you a couple of examples. I know that a lot of our job hunters, they'll see job postings that require certificates. So it needs a particular programming certificate. A lot of those certificates can be obtained, the basic coursework through lynda.com courses. Then there's interesting things such as social media marketing, how to market your business through social media, which is not something that you might think there's a course for, but there is. A third area that I have recommended to a lot of people is soft skills, such as leadership, how to work with a diverse team, how to work across ages. And there are courses related to that as well. It's a really rich resource, and they're adding courses to it all the time.
It's self-paced, correct?
Self-paced. When you look at a course, it tells you up front how long it's going to take, whether it's 2 hours, 10 hours. You can stop instantly, and it bookmarks where you stopped. You can go back. So if you want to review a section again, you can go back. So if you have half hour a day on your lunch break, you can take a whole course in half hour a day. If you want to sit and get through all that 8 hours at once, sit in front of a computer and do it all at once. You can do it any which way you need.
And what about the partnerships that the Torrance Library has?
We have really rich community partnerships. We've been so fortunate. For example, we have a partnership with the South Bay City's Genealogical Society, and their expertise is doing your genealogy. They have a specialized collection at our Katie Geisert Civic Center Library, and their volunteers will work with anyone for free to get them started in doing their family genealogy and using the resources. We also have a partnership with the South Bay Literacy Council. They teach adults to read who may never have learned to read or may not read well. They also teach adults who are learning to read in English, where English was not their first language. Again, they do this completely for free with a collection in the library, and we can set anyone up with these resources. We also have our friends at the Torrance Library who are so incredibly generous to us.
And they always have great book sales, which we always promote on Torrance City Cable. I can't forget that.
Oh yeah, no, the book sales are how they raise their money. When I always tell people their generosity is raised by volunteers one book at a time.
Tell me how unique this is. I know we talked about it, that many of the online resources located at the Torrance Libraries can be accessed 24/7 from your desktop or your cell phone in this day and age. How important is that?
You know, our goal is to get as many resources into the hands of our users wherever they are and wherever in their life they are. So for a super busy family, putting all the kids in the car and getting to a library after school or after dinner just may not be feasible. So for example, we offer online homework help, which is available via the library's website for free with your library card from 1 to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. And you can connect with a live tutor on the other end, grades kindergarten through adult ed, on a vast variety of subjects, because we know just sometimes it's just not possible to get to the library. So any way we can get to you, we're going to try.
But there is one exhibit that's at the library, which you have to stop by to actually see. It's called the Bill of Rights exhibit. Tell me about the unique story behind it.
Well, that is an exhibit that we asked for, that a posting came out, hey, is any library interested? And I just wrote back and said, I am. And they said, great, it's in the mail to you. And it's an exhibit on our Bill of Rights. So covering both the history of the Bill of Rights, the basics of the first 10 amendments, and how the Constitution gets amended. So we've added to that a list of our own resources, and we're promoting things in the library collection to explore the Bill of Rights further. So for example, I promoted on our Facebook page a book on the Second Amendment and the movie All the President's Men, as you can explore the richness of our Bill of Rights through many areas of the library collection. And it's in the lobby of the Katie Geisert Civic Center Library right now, so just come on by and see it.
Where did the exhibit come from? It came from Washington, D.C., correct?
Yes, this was an exhibit put together by the National Archives in Washington, D.C. to honor the 225th anniversary of the Bill of Rights.
That's great. It looks very informative, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. It is. I read it as I was assembling it, and I learned something new.
And I want to talk about the future events coming up in April and March. Tell me, there's always events, I know, so touch upon a few of them for me.
Well, we are always doing something great. The first thing is I wanted to mention is our enhancement of our wireless service. All of our libraries have always offered free wireless. It has not always been up to speed and up to what people need. We are almost done with a project to majorly upgrade our wireless. In March, the first week of March, we're doing Teen Tech Week with a lot of STEM programming for teens and tweens at all of our libraries, so science, technology, engineering, and math. In April, we celebrate National Library Week, and that's always a great opportunity for us to go out there and just say again what a powerful resource a public library is in a community and how much we can do for you.
Well, Hillary, thank you so much for your time. There's always so much happening at the Torrance libraries, and I'm happy you came on my show to share them with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Have a great night.
You too.
For more information on the Torrance libraries, you can go to TorranceCA.Gov/library. You can also give the main library a call at 618-5959. On the website is where you can apply for the Torrance Library Card and also access lynda.com as well. And don't forget, they do have a Facebook and Twitter handle, which you can also follow. And that does it for NewsBreak Live. City Council has the night off. If you ever have news or a video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@TorranceCA.Gov. And for Facebook and Twitter users, use #NewsBreakLive. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.